It wouldn't be a true Swans live stream without technical difficulties. Tonight we have Greg Carosa joining us, who unfortunately has no sound, but is going to hang out in our chat and talk to us and work us through this process. Todd and I are working on a new song that was written by. Are you still there, Todd? Or am I the only one talking to the internet?
Sorry, I clicked off the channel.
Technical difficulties all around. Okay, so Todd and I are working on a new song. It originally started as a pop song with a disco twist, and now has morphed into a trailerized version of the same song. So we are going to work with Greg tonight to talk about processing the vocals, how to process the vocals, and Todd has said that I am going to have to sing harmonies live. Imagine how excited I am about that, guys. Greg's never heard me. Greg's never heard me freak out in a studio session. It may tarnish my image.
So I think the first thing we should do is just play the song. So I just have the song here.
All right.
And then have a scratch vocal here. And then we're going to let Greg kind of advise us what would be the next step. Where should we take it from there?
So, unless he says straight into the garbage, in which case he's fired.
I know my friends mean well when they say I should move on, but I don't have a clue how to do that ever since you've been gone. They keep saying, give it time, it'll get better, you'll be fine. But I can't get you off my mind, and I won't deny it, I'm not even trying. I'm holding on to the hope for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away, and that's more than I can stand. So I'm holding on to the hope for as long as I can.
Hey Todd, if you put your phone on speaker and hold the phone up to the microphone, you'll hear me talking. Okay. I saw Michael Lasko do that once.
Even though you're not there, my love is strong as it was when you went away. The pain I feel is what keeps you real. God, I miss you more than words can say. I am holding on to the hope for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away, and that's more than I can stand. We're tied with invisible string, and I'm so scared
Yeah, no. There's something
Okay,
about
there we go.
hearing. Oh, I have echo.
Oh, I have Greg on the line, so he can actually speak when we'll all stop talking, and then hope that the endless echo will happen, and we'll let Greg speak on the phone. Go ahead.
That's so wild. There's like a big delay, right? It's like a full second. But that's okay. We just have to let it happen.
I don't know if that's coming across, if we're just hearing it in our headphones or if it's coming across out there too. So please let us know in the comments if you're hearing all this crazy delay that we're hearing in our phones.
Can you mute your phone for a sec, Todd?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you, Andre, for hanging out. Also, guys, I can see the comments on Facebook and YouTube. So if you've got questions or anything on either of those platforms, post them on the right and I will try to address them. And also, we're monitoring on TikTok. We unfortunately have some sound situations with getting Greg's audio in. So we're going to do a hybrid system of him talking on Todd's phone and it coming through. So there may be some echoes, but we're going to make it work. Andre says there is a delay. But yeah, I was just saying there's something about having your unedited raw vocals open to the millions of people on the internet that makes me feel very exposed. So thanks for hanging out, guys. And Greg's going to make it better.
Okay, I'm going to turn it back on and see if we can live with this delay. Okay, go ahead, Greg.
Not saying anything.
There we go.
Oh, sorry. So I said I think the delay is being caused by me, so I will keep my mic muted when I'm not saying something.
Okay. So
now you seem to want some wisdom from me about what to do better.
Okay.
Is that right?
Well, we're starting off with just a raw vocal with nothing on it, just our idea, scratch track, and just hearing the song for the first time and getting a vibe for it. What are some of the things you would do before we would start putting plugins on it? What are some of more like the techniques with layering or stuff like that you think would be good ideas for a song like this?
Well, so Michelle, is this a key where you must go to the falsetto there on the chorus?
Yeah, probably.
Because the first thing I would think is that it would be great if it were stronger sounding, but that's not your voice, I guess, which is fine. So I would lean into that really, really hard and do 4 to 6 identical tracks, takes of the choruses.
So Todd, if you mute her. So we have,
Okay, I'll mute it.
I think 3 takes that we did. 2 for sure. We could definitely do more. One of the concepts was if you lean towards like a flurry kind of sound, it's really soft. So the idea was that I was trying to also sing it super soft, which also kind of makes it weaker. So one of the things that you suggest is that we do like a half a dozen layers to kind of beef that up.
Right. I would think you can use one track for the verse where you're being soft, and so you want the vocal to come up in intensity, just like the music does in the chorus, to kind of match it. So I would do that with, at least 4 versions of the melody, maybe a couple of tracks of an octave lower, which you should be able to do since you're doing it in falsetto. And then I would start there because sometimes harmonies mask impact
Mm-hmm.
of the melody. Sometimes they enhance it, and sometimes they kind of get in the way. So I usually start with stacking the melody and a lower octave, if it's possible, in the vocalist's range, and go from there and see how that sounds, and then kind of maybe fit in a third or something in between, or just kind of see what might fit. But when it comes to mixing that, I usually keep that kind of low. So as far as recording at this stage, I would stick with just unison melody and an
All right.
octave lower.
Well, then I think we are all set up to go ahead and let's do that. So
Okay.
we are going to start where, Todd?
Well,
It'll be the second chorus.
As it turns out, we did work on this a little bit beforehand. So we actually have the chorus with one layer of the high voice and 2 layers of low voice.
So do we want to try to do another of the high, or do we want to just play it for Greg as is?
Let's play for Greg and hear what he thinks of that.
Gotta miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, we slip farther away, and that's more than I can say.
Okay. So that's 1 layer high,
Yeah,
1
so
layer low.
That's definitely, yeah, that's good. That's definitely going along with what I was saying. So, and that's the first chorus, right, guys?
Yeah.
So
Oh, yes.
Maybe that's enough tracks, or maybe just another couple of the melody. And then when you get into the subsequent choruses, when the music is even bigger, you can use even more layers. That's what I would normally do. So again, my approach to both the music and the vocal is like record it a lot and then work backwards, take things away. So I would probably decide after doing 6 to 8 takes of the melody that I was only going to use 2 or 4 in the first chorus, and then use 6 or 8 in the second and third, because that just makes it bigger.
So do we want to try to grab a couple more and work from there? Or what would you guys like to do tonight?
All right. Are you up to it?
We can sure try.
We're set up.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Okay.
I'm going to sing in front of the internet.
Okay.
So, for those of you just joining us, this is how Todd and I work every single day. I log in through VST Connect into Todd's DAW. It buffers and does magic internet things and comes back to me with no latency. So when Todd plays the track I'm going to be singing, hopefully it won't be out of time for you guys. Hopefully you're going to be hearing everything properly, and you may or may not get to hear me messing up. So Todd, we are going to start just the chorus, right? And the high bit.
Yes.
And you want it soft like that, eh?
I do the higher low voice first.
Well, I mean the higher is harder. So let's see. Greg is saying something to us. Do you want to just type it in the chat, Greg?
Oh. Here,
Okay.
let me put them on.
I was just saying that if you've got 2 takes of the low voice, that's probably enough. Because to me, ultimately, they wouldn't even be as loud as you have them right now on the playback. I would actually keep them a little bit lower. Or they become lower because you'll have more of the higher part. So I don't think you need more of that. I would do more of the higher part.
Okay, more of the higher part.
Okay.
Okay. Am I going to have a click in, or are we going to have, how are we going to have this situation.
Yes, there's
All
the
right.
click.
It's what keeps you real. Gonna miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away. And then
Can we take some of the stuff out of my headphones? It's just like super busy. Hi, Joe. Welcome. Hi, Barb. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. So when we are running a session this way, one of the awesome things is that Todd can add things in or take things out for my headphones. So sometimes for me, when I'm doing harmonies, it's easier for me to harmonize with the other harmonies versus the lower octave or the higher octave. So in this case, we're getting ready to do another higher octave. So he's going to take some of that clutter out so I can make sure that I'm lining up with the right thing. But he's sorting things right now.
Okay.
All
I think
right.
I got it. Here we go.
gonna miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away. And that's more than I can stand. So I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I feel like we're tired.
Greg says thumbs up. So
Okay.
I feel
It's
like there's
just,
a lot of harmonies or something
no.
going on in there still, maybe, when we're doing it.
Okay, let me move this into place. And sorry if the sorry if the out there for clipping everything.
Gonna miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away. And that's more than
Okay. Sorry, just a second. Can we take that again? On that I, when you're hitting that I, it's sort of overshooting it
Okay.
just a hair. I'm
Greg
gonna turn
has
Greg
stepped
back
out
on
for
and
a
just see
few
if there's
minutes. He's going to
anything.
come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it's an air problem. I may end up needing to do the first two lines and then the second two lines. But we'll see,
Okay.
because I massively run out of air, and then we'll see. Let's try.
gonna miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away. And that's more than I can stand.
I might have to do 2 lines and 2 lines. I don't know. Your talkback is turned off. We're gonna get this figured out.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. I feel like if that when you're going for that I'm, it feels like you're out of air there.
It is
pushing
because I
forward.
can't.
Okay. So let's do the first
Okay.
2 lines. Okay.
I'm so nervous. Jill's hearing this for the first
Real is what keeps you real. Gonna miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the hurt for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had.
Yeah, that's the I. So let's just do the first line.
like those first 2, like I just did. Okay.
Yes. I'm holding on to the herd for as long as I can. Let's
Okay.
just do those 2.
And it can.
Real is what keeps you real. Gonna miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the hurt for as long as I can. I don't wanna get out.
Okay, great. So let me put that in place.
Real is what keeps you real. Gonna miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the hurt for as long as I can. I don't wanna get out.
Okay. Now
If I had a bigger diaphragm, this wouldn't be a problem.
I didn't come here to talk about that.
I can feel it, like, I'm doing all those things, like hold my hands up here, and then I move my stomach, like bigger breath, bigger breath. It still doesn't help. I don't think people who don't sing don't understand how much air it takes to like whisper sing. I get like all lightheaded
yes, to sing it.
and like
a high
in
note
exactly.
whispery. Okay, so let's grab those next 2 lines.
Real is what keeps you real. Gonna miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the hurt for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away. So I'm more than I.
Okay. That was that again.
Are we just gonna go till I run out of
Do you
air?
wanna
or-
just-
I thought we were
do you wanna
stopping. We can just go till I run out of air, if you want. Greg's laughing. He knows.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I'm holding on to the hurt for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away. So I'm more than I.
Okay, we'll just cut you off at
You
so
know,
I'm because
It's like flowing,
This
and
is-
then I'm like,
that's-
no, I lost the lyrics. Okay. This is what happens every day. If anybody was wondering, this is how the magic happens. I get in a vibe, but
Bringing
sometimes I
that
even close
magic.
my eyes, and then I don't. I did a song with
Okay,
somebody
let's-
says, Lita says, I did a song with Todd a million years ago, Andromeda, and they wanted it so breathy I had to balance on a music stand. I was so lightheaded. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
By the
Yeah.
end of this,
that's
that'll
the
be
exact-
me. Amen, Lita. Okay.
Um, and also, Greg, if you have any interjection, just put it in the chat or something. So,
Greg
Michelle,
says
you'll
he has a
catch it,
trick.
right? Because I can't see it.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear from Greg.
Great. So I don't know if you've done this kind of thing before, but you could add a couple of tracks of just whispering, no pitch. And that can impart some of the breathiness without having to try to sing it as breathy.
Oh, we could try that.
Have you ever done that before?
No.
No? Okay. Give that a try.
Okay.
So I'm holding on to the hurt for as long as I can.
Like that? No pitch.
Well, I think
So no pitch is hard for
talking
me.
about no pitch. Yeah.
Just whispering.
So I'm
Okay.
holding on.
Let's get the
Like that? Okay.
the second layer that we were
For the
working
singing
on.
voice, and then we'll do the whisper voice. Okay.
Mhm. Yes.
And we're just going to go till I run out of air. Joe says,
Mhm.
wow.
I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't want to get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away, and that's more than I can stand. So I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can.
Yeah. There you go. You had air the whole time. Look at you.
So it happens
I
when you
have
use
a
your
quick
diaphragm,
question for
folks,
Greg.
versus breathing up here.
Greg, how in your engineering, how much do you let little oh, sorry, let me turn that off so it doesn't. How much do you let little pitch discrepancies and timing discrepancies go because you know you're going to correct them later?
I do more work with vocalists after the fact. So I don't do a lot like you guys are doing it. So I usually have to deal with whatever I get. So I would say I let it go. I'm usually listening. When I used to engineer a live recording, I used to be just listening for the vibe to make sure we got across the feeling, to make sure we got across the words, things were intelligible. And if a pitch was wrong, I kind of learned those were the kind of things I could fix later and not try to overtax a vocalist.
Todd just makes me do it over and over again.
Well, that's because I'm
Greg's
super
talking.
mean. No. Oh, sorry. Let me get Greg back on.
I feel bad. That's okay. I feel bad to not use a take. So if you just keep doing it over and over again, then I'll just keep stacking them in the mix until until the computer says no. So, but yeah, but no, in all seriousness, there's diminishing returns. I'm sure, Michelle, takes 1 and 2 are not your best, and then takes 8, 9, and 10, you've had it. So there's no point in trying to push yourself that hard because it's going to start getting worse, right? So I think so again, as engineer, I'm listening for making sure we got the vibe, we got the feeling, we can hear the words properly, and then if a pitch goes crazy, I'll fix it later.
That makes sense. So I think that let's try doing the whisper thing. Full disclosure, doing it pitchless is very struggling for me. You're all going to get to hear that. I also struggle with harmonies. Once I get one stuck in my head, I can't do a different one. Todd can attest to my freaking out about that in practices. I'm sure it'll take a little practice, Greg
that's,
says. Yes. I shall endeavor to have a good internet attitude this evening, folks. No, but what I think is actually super cool
Okay.
is that Todd and I have a way that we work. So having like kind of a different perspective from Greg, I mean, not only can it make us better, but it makes us think of different tools to put in our toolbox. So hopefully you guys are getting a little bit of that too. Greg says
Yeah.
he has a trick about harmonies we can discuss after the whispers.
Okay, let's lay these whispers
Okay.
in there and let's catch that trick about harmonies.
Is what keeps you real. God, I miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away. And that's more than I can stand. So I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can.
I don't know what that sounded like to you guys,
Wow.
but to me it was ridiculous.
God, I miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't want to get over the best.
No one wants to hear it on its own.
With each passing day, you slip further away.
No, I think we're all enjoying this actually.
TikTok says this is talent.
I think there's still too much note in there.
I think so. I would
Yeah,
agree. Like
I
there's
think
too
it's
much
gotta be
moment,
like-
movement.
Yeah. All breath. The whole breath.
I don't want to get over.
Greg says sometimes ridiculous. It works in the mix, which 100%.
Yeah. I could hear when you first were doing that I could hear the
Mhm.
possibilities.
ASMR TikTok
Let's
says.
try it.
Well, if this TV business doesn't work out for us, guys. Are we whispering it again?
Is what keeps you real. God, I miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't want to get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away. And that's more than I can stand.
Is that better?
I'm holding on to the heart for as long as
It's weird to say it with timing.
I don't want to get over the best thing.
I like that maybe for something else, but that's not that's there's more note than less.
I'm holding on.
uh,
Like, am I just talking it?
No, it's like you're whispering. Whisper.
Like that?
You just did it.
Why
yeah.
didn't you say that in the first place? No, I'm just kidding. Greg's like, I did.
all
I
the
did it
echoes.
4 times. Okay. That's more like
Okay.
talking.
Let's try.
Okay.
Is what keeps you real. God, I miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away, and that's more than I can say.
That was what we were looking for.
Do we need the last line too? There you go, Letus.
Listen to it.
I'm holding on to the for as long as I can.
I think let's perfect it on our own time, but I just wanted I wanted to hear that, and that maybe everyone else would want to hear what
TikTok
that sounds
says nothing
But-
wrong with having the voice of an angel. I have to give all credit to both Greg and Todd, who make me sound like an angel many times over.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely digging this
Mhm.
whisper idea. I had a one quick question for Greg here. When you're layering vocals, there's certain sounds like S's and T's that you get all this sort of when they don't layer up perfectly. Do you have a particular method for working with that?
Yep. So I used to do it manually, slice out all those hard consonants like that, and line them up. But in the last few years, I've been using a plugin called Vocaline from Synchro Arts.
Okay.
And it basically works like you give it one track is the guide track, and it'll realign all the other tracks to match the timing of that guide track. And it does a really great job. Now it's like it does maybe 90 to 95% of the way I want it to be, and then sometimes I jump in and do a little bit of manual tweaking.
Okay. Could I catch the name of that plugin
Vocal
again?
line. Todd, he's gonna put it in the
Vocal line?
chat.
Okay, yeah, that's a better place.
Jill, I'll let you know. He's gonna put it in the chat. So it's Vocal Align from Synchro Arts. VOCALIGN from SYNCHRO Arts. I'm really sorry, guys,
Poseidon.
that we can't get our sound figured out. I feel like every single week we think we've nailed this, and then something new happens.
There's some new wrinkle.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Greg,
every
for putting
time.
up with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, so we have some more layers. We have the whisper. Greg was going to tell us a trick about harmonies. So let's bring that back.
Yeah, here's the harmony thing. So, what plugin are you using for pitch correction, Todd?
I use the thing that's built in the Cubase. It's called Very Audio.
Okay, so when a vocalist is having a problem with harmonies, what I normally do is just take make a copy of one of the melody takes and change the pitch to what harmony part you want it to be. It doesn't have to sound good. It's just there to represent the pitch. Mute everything else and then just match that part. Don't listen to the melody. Just listen to that made up harmony and sing along with that, and then you can throw that track away when you've got your real vocal, and do that however many different times you need to.
That's a good idea. So
Okay.
one of the things
That's
that
an
happens
idea.
with me,
I could definitely see working for us.
one of the things that happens with me, so we'll do a session like this, then Todd will do a mix down and send it to me, and I practice. And then we change something. However I have like cemented that mental pathway is how it's going to be. And we can like stop the music and Todd can play it on the piano and I can sing it perfectly fine. And then the instant that track kicks in, I'm singing what I did before. And that's what I do with harmonies. So like I have a harmony, I do the harmony, but if I do it too many times, I can't make it different.
Yeah. But that's
It's
perfect though.
super.
If I had a single track for you to match to,
Mm-hmm.
we can make a lot of progress on,
I'm not going to say that I
on you
halt our
getting
progression, but some days are much slower than others.
No, you're not that, Nah, you're great, man.
So we did do harmonies on this. Obviously, every time I listen to it, I don't know if it's because it's loud or what, but I think that first like couple words is super flat. We do have some harmonies on that last chorus.
We do. And I was thinking
Oh, trust me, Todd
in the
plays the piano line. He plays it over and over for me so patiently, and I can match it perfectly and have zero issues. But the instant that that track starts, man, something just happens.
yeah, and if I, one of the things, if I could play and she could hear me playing in sync, the problem is if I try to play with the track, she hears it out of
Sometimes that
sync.
even works
and,
though. We have
Yeah,
we have
it
created
gets you
magic
close.
singing out of sync.
Yeah. Well, I love that tip about the
Mhm.
harmonies. That's really good. Well, I don't I didn't want to take up a ton of Greg's time. I know time is valuable, and we used a lot of time just trying to figure out how to get this far. So, I just was going to put Greg back on, see if there's any more quick words of wisdom before, we let you go.
Oh, I was on mute. Okay. I don't know if I have any. One of the things I would say when it comes to editing, but I mean, Todd, you seem to be doing that pretty well. So, one of my other tricks about breathing during and like pasting tapes together is to try to always use the breath that comes before the line you're adding to, because sometimes you breathe differently, and because you were just doing that, Michelle. I think when you're doing half the line and then the other half of the line. I think what happens is one just unconsciously holds out a note maybe a little bit longer than you would if you were going into the next line. And conversely, when you're coming in the second line, if you listen to your first line, you're going to punch in the second line, you probably take a much longer and bigger breath.
Yes.
Leading into it, which might, right? It's just natural. It's not wrong. It's a very natural thing to do. So that's why it kind of always comes. It kind of helps when you're editing to kind of bridge that gap and then use the first half of take one. Sorry, the second half of take one and the first half of take two, so that you're putting the natural length of the pickup note and the natural length of the breath together in the edit. But Todd, I think you kind of do that, so I don't think I told you something you don't know.
Oh no, that's okay.
So we have
we're here for others
we
too.
have a question from Jill. They want to know, Greg, what de-esser plugin do you use?
I've been mostly using Smooth Operator from Baby Audio lately. It's kind of a dynamic EQ, so it's not just for de-essing. But I just really like the results. So that you can really tailor the shape of the EQ. Sometimes you can put like two dips for different, some S's are higher and some are lower, and it does that. So I've been liking that lately.
Cool. There you go, Jill.
I also use it for one other thing. I got another tip for using Smooth Operator. One of the cool things that it does is it can side chain the input so that you're not using the audio as the key, but you're using something else as the key. So I slap Smooth Audio on a submix of all instruments using the vocals as the key, so that they duck the frequencies in the instruments that would be masking the vocal. So that is not something that, we're talking about today with the with recording the vocals, but it's another way that I use that same plugin, so I kind of get double duty out of it. Works fantastically.
Cool. Well, thank you. So, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Greg. I'm very sorry that we had audio issues. Thank you, everybody else, for hanging in with us. We do have a little tiny bit longer, so I think maybe Todd and I might try to grab a couple whisper tracks. Greg, you're more than welcome to hang out with us, but you definitely don't if you have things you have to do. But one of the things that Todd and I like to do is catch these things so that he can edit them the next morning while I'm at work.
True. Let's see. I'm going to see
Can
if I
I-
can get back.
We're going to
on-
see if I can accomplish a whisper. It may or may not ever
Okay.
happen.
And then after that, especially because Jill is here, we do have a whole full version of it with a bunch of layered vocals that we already
You know
did.
what? Let's just go ahead
Um,
and play that
yeah, I
first,
thought I
just
would-
in case people have to go.
Okay.
So bear in mind, peoples, this is super rough draft, but it's very different from what Jill and Mike sent us. So I'd like to see what they think of the direction that we are going in.
Yes.
It was supposed to be disco pop.
Sure all.
It started life as disco pop, and then we went this way, which often happens with us. Right, Barb?
Got all the
I
tracks.
know
going.
my friends mean well when they say I should move on, but I don't have a clue how to do that ever since you've been gone. They keep saying, give it time, it'll get better, you'll be fine. But I can't get you off my mind, and I won't deny it, I'm not even trying. I'm holding on to the hope for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, you slip further away, and that's more than I can stand. So I'm holding on to the hope for as long as I can. I'm surrounded by reminders of a life we used to share. I see you everywhere, even though you're not there. My love is strong, as it was when you went away. The pain I feel is what keeps you real. God, I miss you more than words can say. I'm holding on to the hope for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, we slip further away, and that's more than I can stand. So I'm holding on to the hope for as long as I can. I feel like we're tied with invisible string, and I'm so scared it'll break if I stop remembering. I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can. I don't wanna get over the best thing I ever had. With each passing day, we slip further away, and that's more than I can so I'm holding on to the heart for as long as I can.
So Jill says she loves it. Todd, your talkback's not on. But I just thought, guys, we should
There we go.
probably wrap this up and pitch it for one of the ballroom panels.
Oh, right.
I feel like this
Yeah.
this we could let's wrap this up. And shoot
Okay.
for that. What do you guys think, Jill? Okay. So do you want to try to get
Yeah,
this
I love
whisper
the
part
idea.
or are you done?
Let's work on that on our
Okay.
own. And beyond that, yeah, I think I think we're good. Yeah, thanks for everyone who put up with it tonight. Yeah. It gets a little frustrating, you know, having to learn each piece of this every time we want to add something to this.
I feel like you gotta continue me. I feel like once we get this all sorted, Raystream should give us a medal. And Cubase should give
I
us a
think
disc.
so. Right. And I think we ought to make a video for other people who are trying to do the
So
same
we
thing.
have successfully
Right.
figured out how to restream our live recording sessions, which took us months. Apparently the next
which are happening in two different countries.
Apparently the next hurdle is how to restream having a guest, which we will
Yes,
now
we could
add
add
that
a third in there.
to-do list. Thank you so much for hanging out, guys. It was
Yeah.
super fun. We're glad you appreciate our vibe, Jill. We're very much looking forward to it. We are going to hopefully wrap this up like super fast. Probably in the next week,
Yes.
this is all going to be done. And next week, we'll have something new and different to chat about with you guys. I was wondering, actually, for the people hanging out, because we have a decent number of you guys here tonight, what would you like to be part of? Recording sessions this way, where Todd and I are kind of like working it, or the writing process, or more of the editing process? Which things do you kind of feel like are more interesting or more beneficial to you? Weigh in, shoot us a message. We are happy to customize it more to what it is that you guys are wanting to see from us. Or if you just want to hang out and, watch me sing terrible high
That
notes.
too. Also, I'm going to put our email in the comments in case there's anyone here that wants to get our spreadsheet that we use. It's very handy for
So,
keeping track of your stuff.
Jamo Montez, I hope I'm saying that right, on TikTok says this part is super fun and I could jam to that. Awesome. Well, we're glad that you guys are enjoying it because we enjoy it. We're trying to work into more of a regular schedule, but also just kind of figuring out what kind of content or what kind of part of the process you want to be part of, because we do it every single day. So sometimes it's kind of old hat for us.
Yeah. That was it was really cool having Greg here. I'm really excited about the prospect of having a third party, helping us out like that. But, getting it all working.
And I guess
properly.
another question would be, how many of you care when you see the song start this way, want to see the end product? Because lots of songs that we've done like this, we start this way and then you never hear them because they get pitched off for film and TV clients and we don't share it again, but we can. Barb says, "Oh my goodness, all of the above."
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out on all the platforms. I see people on TikTok. I see Facebook and YouTube. We love you guys. It was awesome. It was super fun. Again, sorry for the technical difficulties, but we are slowly getting there. Eventually, we're going to have a show that doesn't say sorry for the technical difficulties, and then they're not even going to know what to do with us. They're going to be like, is that even true, Swans? I don't know.
Oh, God, how true. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Well, I'm going to move the mouse over here and click the end
All right.
session
Good night,
button.
guys.
So, thanks again, everybody. Good night.